Two major reasons you're seeing the Democrats really struggle, and it's helping the Republicans out. Now, we're going to go into a little bit more detail when I talk about these two things, but I honestly believe in just about every point of time dealing with more current elections that we've had, we've always seen the Republicans be fighting in a defensive mode, meaning the Democrats always have the media, they always have the offensive, and we tend to always be, the conservatives always tend to be on the defensive and always having to react instead of being proactive. This is the Republicans' chance. This is Trump's chance, or whomever the Republican nominee's chance, to hammer on these 2 points, because this is two things that the Democrats are struggling. Biden is struggling, and it makes for a chance, the Republicans, to really do something. Now the question is, will they do anything with it? That's the main thing. Now let's jump into what I'm talking about today. I think this is going to be a good video because I want you to see what I'm seeing. I know you're already seeing it. Let's just bring attention to it. Let's jump into the video. It starts right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Max. Thank you so much for being here today. You can see a major storm is fixing to come here in South Mississippi. We need the rain. Hopefully we won't have too much damage around here. Hopefully it won't be too bad on us tonight. There's already a few tornado warnings in our area. So praying for just rain, not storms. Now let's jump into what I'm talking about for the day. Two Achilles heels for the Democrats, and I believe that Republicans have to hammer on it and stay to their guns and have a backbone. Call them out, and actually it's going to help, I think, centrist and even what we would consider blue dog Democrats maybe maneuver over for a chance to really sweep this next election. Now, number one, the border. The border is falling to pieces. This has always been a talking point for the Republicans, not for the Democrats. Now, the benefit was when we started seeing busloads of illegal immigration go to the Democratic cities. I actually was against that because I believe we're now putting more danger into our cities. However, what it did is it took Democratic-led cities saying that, you know what, we've been telling that we're all for immigration, we're all for illegal immigration, we're a sanctuary state, sanctuary city, and then all of a sudden when it actually is having to be implemented, they're actually having to kowtow a little bit. They're having to put extra funds there. They're having to take what we would consider most people's benefits, and they're having to utilize it on illegal immigration. So this actually is an Achilles heel for the Democrats. You're now seeing the fact that some Democrats and some of, especially these city people, the people who live in these cities, saying, you know what, this is too much. We're allowing this to be too big. Now, Texas has seen this problem. All the border states have seen this problem. But now you're starting to see it in the main hubs of America. I'm going to apologize for the wind. I actually have a wind blocker on my mic, but the wind is blowing so hard. So use the audio if this video is a little hard to hear. See, now you're seeing the problems. You're also seeing more trafficking and more drug issues. Both things are affecting these inner cities and these bigger cities and these metropolitan areas way more. You're seeing billions of dollars spent. And now you're seeing people say, I'm not gonna give up my kids' rights. I'm not going to fund extra things. I'm not paying more taxes to take care of illegal immigrants. More mayors that are Democrats, you're starting to see more areas that's in the southern states say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. We've got to control this. Well, now all of a sudden they're making Biden kind of put his money where his mouth is. Can you do anything to help our border? Can you do anything? So he's in a catch-22, and the Democrats are in a catch-22 because they're thinking, what am I going to do? Here we are, we've stood against this, and all of a sudden now it's coming back to bite us. Illegal immigration is an Achilles heel for the Democrats, and this could really help because Trump pushed this, Vivek has pushed this, DeSantis has pushed this. Now, not Nikki Haley, we won't talk about her, but the other leaders and contenders for the Republican Party, along with Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, has made a very, very important part to say, you know what, the Republicans pushed for this and the Democrats held it up. Now you're seeing we're dealing with the ramifications of it. Number two, and this is one that we've talked about, but remember, Democrats always had the Jewish vote. They have always had it overwhelmingly for support in these areas. But this Israel-Hamas situation and this pro-Palestinian movement in the colleges and with younger adults and with the younger leftist adults, you're starting to see a split with Democratic support. So you're seeing the older Democrats, the blue dog Democrats, the old guard, I guess the Bidens, the Pelosi's, those are saying, you know what, we're going to support Israel. Kind of like what the Republicans are saying. That's actually not a divided issue there. They're pretty much going to support it. Republicans are supporting it more for the biblical or the historical and spiritual aspects. Democrats are supporting it because that is, even with secular Jewish populations, they tend to vote Democrat. So that's a big voting block for the Democrats. Well, now you have this younger, college-age socialist movement that is pushing against that narrative. So what's happening is you're seeing that young leftist movement push and hurt the Democratic Party as a whole, because they're saying we're not going to support these candidates that support Israel. So I think this actually could be a major issue for the Democrats, especially for the older Democrats. Even Bernie Sanders, who helped start the squad, who helped start some of those those versions of this socialist movement, he's actually came out and said he supports Israel. Remember, this shouldn't even be our fight. Israel didn't really ask us to step in. They just asked us to support maybe what they're doing. The problem is now you have a big portion, I'd say the Ivy League or the college groups and the socialist movement pushing against the narrative that Israel is right and the Palestinians are wrong. They're actually saying Palestinians, they're actually having pro-Palestinian rallies and supporting Hamas. So it is dividing the Democrat Party, and actually it's hurt Biden's poll numbers. So these are two issues that actually could help tremendously when it comes to Trump. Now, if you don't like Trump, so be it. He had better policies before Biden got in. Vivek and DeSantis both feel the exact same way. So your next two contenders, same thought pattern. They push for the wall. They push for the movement of the embassy move to Jerusalem. So there's a lot of support there. The Republicans need to hit on that. Use the fact that these colleges are teaching indoctrination and the push for Hamas and pro-Palestinian movements, and push for the fact that we want border security. That's two issues that I believe overwhelmingly 70%, it said 65 to 70%, over 2/3 of the population believe these two things need to be handled better, and that could benefit the Republicans. Think about it. This could be what wins the Senate, this could be what holds the House, and this is what can win the presidency. This could benefit the Republicans and the Achilles heel for Biden and the Democrats. Lastly, remember, even if Biden is not the candidate, Harris has not said much about it. Newsom, even though he is very socialistic, he knows he's part of the old guard, and he can't kowtow to just this agenda that the socialists and the extreme left is pushing. He has to kind of play the middle there. So it's still going to cause splits. This is a great opportunity for the Republicans. All right, so give me your thoughts. Am I wrong? Am I right? I do think that, there's a lot of problems that go on in the world, but some of these crises help Trump and the Republicans get back to where maybe we can find some less chaotic times in America. I don't want chaos. I don't want crises. But when this happens, it's not about letting it go to waste. It's not about the problems that you're seeing. It's the fact that we're willing to stand up for these things before it became a major issue. Now it's a major issue, and the Democrats are having to almost back down a little bit. Guys, let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Am I right? Remember to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. It gets you entered into the giveaways. We're doing another giveaway at the end of the month and 2 for December. So please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Guys, let me know what you think. God bless. Happy homesteading, y'all.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.